Yes, good morning, our dear viewers of Smart 24. Welcome back from that discussion with the Airtel IPO. And right now, we are going to dive into the stock market performance. I'm your host, Nampijo Gloria, together with... Yes, welcome. We are going to analyze the Uganda Securities Exchange, and we want to know what happened and how did our markets go in that session.
That's right, Gloria. Let's dive into today's trading session. On the Uganda Securities Exchange, we saw a significant increase in trading volume compared to the previous trading day. However, turnover experienced a notable decline. What to make you these numbers?
Well, Victor, considering this is clear, there's a boost in the trading activity and 187% improvement in volume, where investors seem to be more active, actually. However, despite the increase in the volume, and we observed 58% decline in our turnover, which suggests that the overall trades are lower considered.
Absolutely. Now, one notable aspect is that our four Uganda Securities listed equities that participated in trading, we only had one gainer, Bank of Baroda, with a 0.67% share price appreciation. What might have contributed to the relative lack of enthusiasm in this market?
Well, it was an interesting observation, Victor, considering while Bank of Baroda showed some positive movement, however,
certainly
other stocks face challenges, considering the National Insurance Corporation that experienced a significant decline of 5%, and Centum Investment, Equity Bank, and East African Breweries also saw decreases in their share prices. And market sentiment on specific companies' news would have played a role in these price movements.
So moving on to the performance of the Uganda Securities market indices, the benchmark of Uganda Securities Exchange, All Share Index, the ALSI, dropped by 0.5%, closing at 934.59. This seems to continue a recent trend of losses. What's your take on the ALSI performance?
Well, Victor, on the ALSI it has faced weekly losses. You know, we have a 2.2% decline over the past month. And the investors might be closely watching the LSI movement for any potential signs for our turnover and sustainable trend. So it's important to consider both short-term fluctuations, however.
Okay, so lastly, the Uganda Securities Company Index inched up by 0.01%, which is a modest gain. How do you interpret this small increase in the Uganda Securities Exchange? Well, for your insights on today's Uganda Securities Exchange trading summary, it's always essential for investors and viewers to keep an eye on these market developments to make informed decisions. Because, you know, as you're investing, you need to know that you're going to make worthy returns and you're not going to cry at the end or by the time the market closes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Victor. And to our viewers, please, you should stay tuned and continue to look out for more and more updates regarding our Uganda Securities Exchange. And that moves us to our Nigerian stock market exchange also. Go to Johannesburg first. Considering approach to the market condition.
Today's trading session, we want to look deeper into their gainers and their, I don't want to call them losers, but the people that failed to make it to their expectation in the previous trading session. So indeed, Gloria, let's get right into it. Today's trading session on the Johannesburg Securities Exchange was we observed a 9% decline in trading volume, a 7% decline in turnover, and a 12% decline in deals compared to the previous trading day. So what do you make of these numbers?
Well, Victor, it appears there was a bit of a slowdown actually in the trading activity on the GSE previously. And the decline in the volume and turnover might be a reflection from the market sentimental and investment participation actually. So investors could be taking cautious approach to the market conditions.
Right. And speaking of market sentiment, among 309 Johannesburg Securities Exchange listed equities that participated today, we saw 146 gainers and 138 losers. Visual International Holdings led the gainers with an outstanding 200% share price appreciation.
200%.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And that's quite a jump. Any insights on this?
Well, absolutely, Victor. The 200% gain is indeed as significant and could be attributed to various factors, including company-specific news or developments. It's crucial for investments to actually dig deeper and understand the reasons behind such substantial price movements to make informed decisions.
Yeah, well, actually, it is interesting to see how different stocks are performing in the market. And as always, investors should do their research on due diligence before making any investment decisions.
It's interesting to see how different stocks are performing in the market, and as always, investors should do their research and due diligence before making any investment decisions.
Exactly. Moving on to performance of the Johannesburg Securities Exchange market indices, the benchmark of the FTSE All Share Index, the J203, dropped by 0.17%. Investors might be closely watching the index movement of any potential signs of a turnaround or a sustained trend.
Yeah. Well, Victor, the 203 has indeed faced some losses over the past weeks, which was reflected in the year-to-date loss of 0.91%. Investors may be closely watching these index movements for any potential signs and any turnaround or substantial trend.
For sure, because they must be on tenterhooks. They're wondering how they're going to maneuver through the market in case anything goes not in their favor. But otherwise, thank you, Gloria, for your insights on today's Johannesburg Trading Summary. Well, it is crucial for our viewers to keep a close eye on these market developments as they consider their investment strategies.
Okay, let's go for a short break, and we're coming back with more updates on Nigeria and Nairobi Securities Exchange. Thank you.
Smart 24, driving business. Smart 24, driving business.
Okay, good morning. Welcome back from that short commercial break. This is Financial Markets Show, where we give you all the required information you need to know about your financial investments on all kinds of equities and financial instruments. Today we're taking a closer look at the Nairobi Securities Exchange, commonly known as the NSE, which plays a significant role in the East African region.
That's right, Victor. The NSE is a central hub for various investors and offering them access to one of the sub-Saharan Africa's fastest growing economies, that is Kenya. It's fascinating how this has been evolved like over the years.
Absolutely, absolutely. The NSE originally was established in 1954 as the Nairobi Stock Exchange. It has come a long way, that's for sure. In 2014, it underwent a significant transformation by dematerializing and becoming a listed entity on its own exchange.
Yeah, exactly. That was a significant milestone, Victor, and this shows how the dynamic exchange and its commitment to providing opportunities for both the local and foreign investors.
Indeed, indeed, Gloria. Another noteworthy development was the introduction of the NSE All Share Index, also known as the NASI or the NASI. In 2008, it's become the benchmark index for the Kenyan stock market, offering investors a comprehensive measure of market performance.
Exactly, and this has been fascinating to see how the NSE has expanded its offerings and evolved over the years.
Certainly.
It's a market to watch for anyone interested in the African economy.
It really is, it really is. Thank you so much, Gloria. To our viewers, this is the report we have for the Nairobi Securities Exchange performance.
Not quite, actually, but we would love to first dive into the Nigerian Stock Exchange before we come back to the Nairobi Securities Exchange.
Certainly.
Yes, please. So, considering the Nigerian Securities Exchange, we had notable improvements considering the turnover, considering the trades, the deals that were exchanged. Could you give us some insights, Victor?
Absolutely, Gloria. So let's dive right into it. On Friday, there was a notable 7% increase in trading volume on the Nigerian Securities Exchange compared to the previous trading day. This surge in volume resulted in a 33% increase in turnover.
Okay.
So I don't know, what's your take on these numbers?
Well, considering these numbers, there was an increase in the trading volume and turnover, and this could indicate like a heightened level of activity and interest in the Nigerian stock market. It's a positive sign and might suggest growing investing conditions.
You think? Okay, well, definitely, it's always encouraging to see increased activity in the market. Among the 115 Nigeria Securities Exchange listed equities that participated, we witnessed 30 gainers and 23 losers.
Okay.
Consolidated Hallmark Insurance led the gainers with an impressive 9.7% share price appreciation. That's quite a significant move. What do you say?
Indeed, Victor, and nearly a 10% gain in a substantial. Such price movements, however, could be driven by various factors, actually, including company news, in earning reports, and overall market segmentation.
Exactly.
And investors could pay attention to underlying reasons for this.
Okay. So on the flip side of the BUA cement faced a 10% price decline. And other notable decliners included Triple G and Company and Owando. These significant losses could raise concerns among investors, that's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so these investors could actually exercise with caution and consider the reasons behind these price declines.
They really should.
It's really crucial to conduct through research, therefore, before making those investment decisions.
They really should. Actually, on my point of view, I feel like with Owando's recent performance from last week, most of the investors within that particular group should watch out because things don't seem to be going well for them.
Oh, really?
Yes, exactly.
Well, Victor, despite those major like daily decline, the year-to-date gain of the Nigerian stock exchange is 2.9%. I mean, 29.52%. So it's substantial, and this demonstrates the potential of growing strong returns in the Nigerian Securities Exchange. So investors might view this as a positive sign for the overall health of the market.
Of course, actually, despite the minor daily income, the minor daily decline, the year-to-date gain, I wanted to bring the attention to the Nigerian indices with this particular part. So basically, the benchmark of the Nigerian Securities Exchange All Share Index experienced a slight decline of 0.1%. But however, it's worth noting that the ASI has shown significant year-to-date gains. So obviously, I feel like it shouldn't exactly scare everyone. Okay. There is hope for this market, according to my view. So absolutely. So thank you so much for your insights, Gloria, on the Nigerian trading summary. And we once again want to remind you to keep your eyes open on these trends and conduct through research when making your investments. You don't want to enter any of these markets without knowing enough information about what you're getting yourself into. Exactly. Because they behave in unexpected ways. So you need to measure your steps. You need to watch out and know that you're not going to cry after. Exactly. And now looking at the Nairobi Securities Exchange, and would love to know what happened on their last day of trading. Yeah, so whereby we had a total of 5,700,800 shares in 828 deals, corresponding to a market value of 84,810,000 Kenyan shillings. So that's what was traded actually, compared with the previous trading days of the NSE. Well, that was Thursday. Today's data actually shows a 40% improvement in volume, 38% improvement in turnover, but a 2% decline in deals. The current market capitalization of the Nairobi Securities Exchange is 1.49 Kenyan shillings, trillions. So when we're looking at the aggregate, whereby we had 45 NSE listed companies, equities in trading ending with 18 gainers and 18 losers. We had TPS, it was balanced, East African, that led the gainers with 2.91%, and share price appreciation closing at 12.75 per share. Okay, then this was followed by Home Africa that had an appreciation of 9.68%, and Nairobi Business Ventures with an appreciation of 9.61%, followed by Fahari, which had an appreciation of 8.28%. And on the losing side, we come in with Uchumi Supermarket that came out last in the end of the day with a depreciation of 8.7% Kenyan shillings per share. And Safaricom also recorded the highest volume of 2.27 million traded shares, followed by KCB Group with 1.4 million, Equity Holdings with 344,800,000, and Kenyan Power and Lightning Company with 281 shares. Well, thank you so much, Gloria, for that update on the Nairobi Securities Exchange. It's quite a lot going on in the market, I see. The gainers, the losers. I feel like this time around it was balanced, but I feel really concerned for Uchumi's performance, because I know that a good number of Ugandans actually still have investments within Uchumi stocks. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure something good might happen within this week. Yeah, but when we look at its all share index from Nairobi, it comes in with 0.08% decline, however, close to 95.22%. This is representing a 1 week loss of 1.62% and a 4 week loss of 2.98% and an overall year-to-date loss of 25.3%. I feel like 25 is actually a very big number, but coming from the Nigerian Securities Exchange, we would want to proceed with our next securities exchange, Gloria. Yeah, so let's go for a short break. We'll be coming back with Lukasa Securities Exchange and the Ghanaian Stock Exchange. Thank you.
Smart 24, driving business. Say goodbye to paperwork and travel costs. Now every MTN customer can register to invest in securities anytime and anywhere with Zabu in a few simple steps. Step 1. Dial *292#. Step 2. Select option 1. Register with Zabu. Step 3. Enter your full names. Step 4. Enter your national identification number. Step 5. Enter your national identification card number. In 24 hours, you will receive an SMS confirming your registration. Congratulations, you are now ready to invest.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge.
Tuli gulu site tujja kutuuka buli wamu gobo saga.
Tuze kulaba ba merchant sibafaba abomugaso ennyo gye tuli abakozesa merchant codes zaffe.
I'm very excited right now.
Very excited.
Yes, you people can't see but I'm very excited.
Kakati wano eggulu tulinawo merchant waffe omu wa Paula restaurant.
When I heard of this promotion, I didn't even think it was true. But I told my clients, if you have Momo, it's better you pay with Momo.
In the morning, I was so scared, but now my temperature is coming down because I've seen you people when you came home. I'm encouraging people, always when there's opportunity for something, participate.
Si byabagagga era abantu baffe betuwadde epikipiki nga-13 eziise bantu baffe ba bulijjo era munnayuganda amanye nti kino ekintu kyaffe ffenna.
Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.